It is the most ridiculous statement you could ever get from a state institution like that.
Really?
I mentioned names, we mentioned dates, we mentioned personalities, we mentioned the flight, we mentioned the person who was attacked, we mentioned how she was found, we even mentioned the police station where she reported the matter to.
So this is an update of the Sylvia Baah story that I ran yesterday. The lady was kidnapped and the Herald newspaper alleged that the national security people were involved in the kidnapping because of an incident that happened at the airport somewhere on Tuesday, 19th November 2024. Now, the Ministry of National Security has come out with a statement debunking what the Herald said. And also, Nana Badamwa is in the news because she's also defending the thing, and she has published or she has reposted a certain article that is suggesting that the Herald newspaper has flouted some journalistic ethics because of some things or some mistakes that they made. I will talk about it. I have the full gist for you. Now, let me tell you about the Black Friday sales that's happening with Samsung. Samsung Black Friday promotion. Walk into any Samsung shop from now till 29th November 2024 and you get discounts on a lot of Samsung products, including the Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro. Yes, you can get fantastic discounts, up to 50% discount. And this is the Samsung Black Friday promo. So walk into any Samsung shop from now till 29th November and get yourself a Samsung device at discounted prices. Now let's get into the story. I'm the Headless YouTuber, this is Headless Reactions. Ate Yanko! So somewhere last week, this lady, Madam Sylvia Baah, was kidnapped. Flyers were running all over social media. People were asking questions. And then the next day, she was released. The Ghana Police Service released a statement that they've rescued the lady. But then news started circulating on the low that the Ghana Police Service didn't rescue anybody. The people who abducted her went to dump her somewhere at Ashaiman. And she found her way to Ashaiman, Mawako. And she took somebody's phone to call her husband. And then her husband came to pick her. And then they went to the Bachoda police station to go and report that my wife was missing. She was kidnapped. She has been found. This is what she said happened to her. So people were saying that why should the Ghana police come and say they did some rescuing? Meanwhile, it wasn't a rescue. The person had been found. And the Herald newspaper posted or published a story accusing the national security people of having a hand in this abduction. And it's all because of a misunderstanding that happened at the airport on Tuesday, 19th November 2024. According to the Herald, this lady, Sylvia Baah, she is the airport service manager of Emirates Airline. According to the Herald, she didn't allow some people to board the plane because they were late. And these people were Mr. Kwabena Edubuahin. He's the Director General of the National Signals Bureau, and also Mr. Benjamin Ansa, Operations Director of the National Signals Bureau, and a lady called Rashida Sani. According to the story, Rashida was there at the airport. They were mentioning her name. Rashida, where are you? Rashida, where are you? Come and board your day. And when she got to the gate, the thing before they will mention your name, it means you are not on the flight. It means you are late. Because I don't think as soon as they start boarding people, they'll be mentioning names. No. Before they will come and start mentioning your name in the intercom, it means you are late. Madam Rashida was there, but she was saying that she's waiting for the two other people. They should come. And then they became some over there, and then they didn't allow them to board the flight. According to sources, Madam Sylvia, no nonsense. Former Vice President Mr. Atakra has done some to him before, telling him that this is not Ghana Airways. If you come late, you will not enter. So they connected that one, the incident that happened, that this lady was angry and she made some calls and she said she would deal with the lady. She would deal with Madam Sylvia. 2 days later, Madam Sylvia was kidnapped. So they did the linking and they said that, okay, then it means this is what happened. And now the National Security, Ministry of National Security has come out with a statement saying that they have nothing to do with it. And this is what they said. Response to alleged kidnapping by the Ministry of National Security. The Ministry of National Security has noted with concern a publication by the Herald newspaper alleging the abduction of one Sylvia Baah, manager of Emirates Airline at the Kotoka International Airport, by officers of the Ministry of National Security and the National Intelligence Bureau. The ministry wishes to categorically state that no officer from the ministry or the National Intelligence Bureau was involved in the alleged abduction of Sylvia Baah. Meanwhile, the ministry has initiated investigations into the circumstances surrounding the alleged abduction. The ministry further wishes to assure the public that culprits of the alleged abduction will be made to face the full rigors of the law following the conclusion of the investigation. The public is therefore urged to treat the allegation by the Herald newspaper with the contempt it deserves. Nature said they are urging the public not to believe the Herald because the Herald they don't have their facts right. There was nobody from the Ministry of National Security or the National Intelligence Bureau involved in this whole thing, according to the National Security people. They are saying that they are not involved. So how come the Herald newspaper said some top people from the National Security went to the lady's house to go and speak to her and her husband? How come some people from the National Security, according to the Herald, went to the airport to go and tell the workers at the airport that don't talk about this matter, don't make it public? If there's nobody involved from your office, then how come the Herald is saying this?
It is the most ridiculous statement you could ever get from a state institution like that.
Really?
I mentioned names, we mentioned dates, we mentioned personalities, we mentioned the flights, we mentioned the person who was attacked, we mentioned how she was found, we even mentioned the police station where she reported the matter to Bachona police with the husband and so on. Yet the police come and tell you that, oh, they rescued the lady without telling you where they rescued her from. Okay? We mentioned who was to travel, where they went, which is Tel Aviv. I mean, these are big boys in town with everything at their disposal. They could do anything to us, by us, the Herald. Yet we were bold enough to mention their names. You issue a statement that you didn't sign and say that, oh, you know something, you deny flat and then start to discredit us. It's an old game that lost its vitality long ago. Asumani or whoever his name is should come again.
At this point today, we should go and bring some of the workers, if they are not scared, to come and clarify that the National Security people come to your office to come and tell you people that forget what happened on 19th. Don't talk about it. The woman Sylvia Baah should also come out and come and tell us that is it true that Gabi Ochedako was in your house to come and tell you that, you know what, let's cool down with this. Elections is coming. Let's not talk about this until after elections, like the way some people are suggesting. Kevin Taylor spoke about it. The Herald also spoke about it. I saw it on social media. Some people were even asking that, what is Gabi Ochedako doing in Sylvia's house? I don't know whether that person is her neighbor or what, but I saw that tweet. So, if the National Security had nothing to do with it, then how come people are talking about National Security going to people's offices and telling or people's houses to go and visit and all that? How come? This country is wonderful. And Nana Banamwa is trending right now because she shared this article, and the article said Ghanaian newspaper The Herald's hatchet job on Rashida Sani's involvement in the alleged Sylvia Baah kidnapping flouts all ethics of the profession. And she shared this. And if you go and read the article that was written by peaceonline.com, the kind of things that they pointed out as somehow like loopholes in this whole Herald story. One, they said that the whole article is flouting some journalistic ethics, because in journalism you can't just put two and two together. If it's just about putting two and two together and coming to a conclusion, like anybody can be a journalist. You don't have to go to GIJ. And talking about putting two and two together, according to the article that Nana Baah Namaah shared, they are saying that the thing that happened at the airport on 19th is an isolated issue. It has nothing to do with the kidnapping. Nature said they were not the ones who kidnapped the lady. And also, they stated in that article that the Herald didn't put down any source. And that's also flouting ethics. That they didn't put any source, that, okay, this is our source. Now, they should have the source so that people go and beat the source. That they didn't put source over there. Now, this is not long. I think all you can do is drag them to court. They will definitely present their source when it gets to that point. And you know whether it is true or not. If this is also these people's way of, whitewashing the whole thing, so They also stated that in journalism, if you hear this side of the story, you have to go investigate this side of the story. And so they didn't give Madam Rashida Sani the chance to speak or say her side of the story, and then they went to publish. So that one too is flouting, according to the article that Nana Baah Namaah has shared. And also they are saying that Madam Rashida Sani is just a normal citizen, and that she has no connection to the national security. So how can a normal citizen who has missed her flight, and which is normal, it happens, some people miss their flights, it's quite uncomfortable, and you get angry and frustrated, but that doesn't mean a normal citizen can call people to, call national security people to do something like this, and to go as far as kidnapping, according to the article. But she was traveling with some people from the national security, which is, hey, anyway, share your views in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think she has connection? Do you think she works with them? Or you think she doesn't? Do you think she has connections since she was traveling with them and they mentioned her name and she was waiting for them? That means there's some connection over there. But anyway, the article from peaceonline.com. Peace FM Online. I have a lot to say, but I will not say it. Share your views in the comment section. The Herald brought a lot of information which was suggesting that the national security was involved in the kidnapping. Now, the national security are saying they are not involved. Nobody from their office is involved. You have to be that. You have to be that. And I don't expect them to come and say that their people are involved outright like that. But whatever it is, they said they are doing investigation. Whatever the investigation leads to, we wait and we'll get the information and we'll bring it to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on post notification. And I don't know. Yeah, then. Yeah,